Hey guys, quick update. We have finished the run with the exception of the ramp for them to exit the coop into the run. So I'm going to turn it around and show you what's going on tonight. It is approximately, what time is it? 11 p.m. And we just returned from meeting a friend to pick up 3 kittens to be more barn cats. And they were raised inside. So what we're going to do, since the chickens are still so small, there's Mama Cat coming to inspect our work. The chickens will not be going out into the run until they're a little bit bigger. So we're going to put 3 kittens out here. And there is a full moon. And the dogs have seen more cats. So what we did on the door, I talked a little bit about that in the last video. This was just a plain screen door, so we painted it with outdoor paint, and then we did hardware cloth on top and some more 1-bys to make it a little more heavy duty. And we have a latch here, and then we have a lock down at the bottom. I'll go ahead and open this because we're gonna go get the kittens, and another lock here. So it's a little more heavy duty and substantial to keep the raccoons and everything out. So we have that at the bottom. You can't really see, but we have a box in there. You can see it. We got a box in there and a water bowl. So we're about to go get the kittens and bring them out, and we'll show y'all them whenever we get back. Okay, here's the newest members of the ranch. This is a female kitten. We are gonna get her spayed. And this one is a little boy, and he was bottle fed. And this big chunky one is a boy too. So we're giving them some tuna since it's late at night and we don't have any canned cat food. We got them a box set up, and as y'all know from the last video, the roof is pretty good at keeping water out. So these guys are gonna stay in here for a week or two till they get used to everything. Hey guys, it's a little windy. Wanted to give you an update. We're at Tractor Supply. We decided for the turkeys we were going to make them a separate enclosure just to have everyone safe and comfortable. And to save us on labor, materials, and time, we decided to purchase the coops, poultry coops from Tractor Supply. So here we are. We got 2 of them. They are 8 by 8 each one. And they brought them right off of the truck and put them on the trailer for us. Stay tuned for updates. Hey guys, we got an update on the turkey enclosure. So yesterday we purchased 2 of these poultry pens from Tractor Supply, and they are going to be for our turkeys so they can have a separate space from the chickens. So what we did is we put them side by side. I don't know if you can see it in here, but we do have 2 connectors there holding the 2 together, and Brendan is going to order some more brackets so we can actually connect them like this. But so they're just like the dog kennels from Tractor Supply that we have, the way that they open. And we can get locks for this. So it's 8 by 8 and it has a roof on it. And these are 2 by 2 squares. And these are, well, I think some of them are 2 by 4 and some of them are 2 by 6. But so that's how it is. And then these pieces right here, these panels, we open that up so they can have more room. So they'll have 2 full kennels with the exception of this one little panel that separates them. But they can walk all the way through from one to the other. And there's a kitty meowing at me. Hey kitty! Hey kitty kitty! Meow meow! So the kittens have been enjoying, I don't know if you can see that, but the other two are up there in the rafters. And Brandon has gone in and gotten them down. I've witnessed them come down several times. They like to climb up and down. And the grass seed is actually growing pretty well inside the run. We got 22 more chickens yesterday, and we're gonna get a couple more turkeys. So the space that we have will be plenty. And once the kittens in about a month are a little bit bigger, we're gonna get the female spayed, and then we'll let them out. So right now they're just getting used to the space, getting used to us, and so they're in there. The grass is growing for the chickens. They're safe, and when they get a little bit bigger, we're gonna get the female spayed, and they can just be out. But anyway, today is the update on the turkey enclosure. So it's 8 foot wide and 16 foot long. So it's essentially 2 large enclosures, and then we have the open panel on the inside where they can go from one end to the other. We did save the mesh that goes over those, so in the event that we have a Tom, Jake, whatever you want to call it, turkey, and we need to separate it, or if we just need to separate it for any reason, for different types of birds or whatever the situation may be, we have those panels. But this is the enclosure. We're gonna order some more brackets just so we can, on the outside, secure them to each other. We do have 2 pieces on the inside that have clamped the open areas together to make them one walkway. But we are going to order some more brackets. The roof is on, and we're going to put some type of cover on one end of the roof, and of course build roofs for them inside. So this is not finished. This is just about 2 hours worth of work here. So we did save a lot of resources, time, money, and labor. So we got that up, and we're going to order those brackets. So we'll give another update later. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, thought I'd give y'all a little update. I am watering the grass seed outside the chicken run, which right now is actually the home for the kittens. We've got grass seed down. The kittens are going to stay in there. I think I've addressed this before, but they're going to stay in there another month or so until they're big enough for the female to get spayed. That way they can get used to us and the space to know where their home is. There's the turkey run, and Odin is trying to get out of the fence. So there is our finished dog fence. It is a temporary space. It's going to be a temporary space, maybe for a year or two, until we build our house. Who knows how long that'll be with construction prices being the way they are. But we wanted a place for the dogs to be able to run around and exercise and stretch their legs. So sorry about that. We have a space for them now, and they are only in that fence when we are outside and watching them, because the holes are big enough for them to get their heads stuck. But this was the most quick and efficient way for us to give them a space. The same guy that built the run for the chickens built it for us, and it took him about a day. So the dogs have a safe place to run around while we're outside doing other things like taking care of the other animals, or when we're cleaning their kennels out. So we'll give you another look at that. So there's the kennels. We have 4 dogs outside, and Odin stays inside. Odin's getting some time to run around right now. He loves that Kong Wubba, but it's not really a square. It runs from the tiny house over to the corner of the kennels, so we can let the dogs out one at a time or 2 at a time, never everybody at once. Because when you have dogs that are intact and dogs that are not intact, you just need to know your dogs. Like with any animal, don't go into anything quickly. You need to research things. So we've had dogs for a long time. We've had intact dogs for a long time. So Odin is not neutered. He is not even a year old yet. We're going to wait until he's probably about 2 to get him neutered. Fancy will be getting spayed in September when she turns 2. So that will leave us with Alonzo, who is our intact American Bully stud. So anyway, just a quick update. Today's video is probably going to have several parts to it like every other video. But while I was out watering the grass seed and talking to the kittens, I figured I'd give y'all an update on what's going on. So Brandon's mowing today. I'm watering the grass seed here, and I'm going to get the wood together because we're going to build the roost inside the coop today. So right now I'm watering this, and when I get done with that, I'm going to take Odin inside and let somebody else out to run around and get some exercise. So check back with us later. We appreciate y'all sticking with us. Is this year a good year for pecans? I don't know. I don't keep up with that, but this pecan tree was in terrible shape when we moved out here, and let me show you what it looks like now. It's very green, very alive. Maybe we'll get some pecans. Alright, I have taken Odin back inside so he can cool off and get some nice cold water. And now we're going to let the bullies and Fancy run around for a little while. Unleash the hounds. Okay, I got the locks off the kennels. We're going to let Alonzo and Susie, which is a mother-son, we're going to let them run around for a little while. I'm going to scoop the poop out of their kennels and refill their pools. So let's let them out. You want out? You want out? Speak. Speak. Good boy. All right. Hey, Susie. Come on, Mama. So we got a Kong out here. We got a tennis ball. There's also a hoof or antler. I think it's a horn, actually, out there. So I'm going to let them run around. I'm going to clean on the kennels, and then we'll switch out. Okay, I have scooped all the poop out of Susie and Alonzo's kennels, and then I'm going to dump their pools and refill those. But while they're running around, I figured I would just show y'all a little bit of something we do here. Whenever we clean their kennels, these are crates that we used before we got the fence put up. Get this out of the way. Gotta fold those and put them in the shed today. So we have done this before we moved to the country. During this summer, we spray our yard with permethrin. And if you're not familiar with that, that is an insecticide that is made for cattle and horses, and we get it at Tractor Supply. And the bottle we have actually has a dog on it now, which is kind of strange to me because a lot of the things that people that live in the country and take care of their animals, they're not used to it actually having a dog on the label. So this is the bottle, and what we do is we mix it up in this big sprayer with water, and then we spray the yard. And I'm gonna do this. Hey, Alonzo! Hey, Susie! What I'm gonna do is while they're out running around, I'm going to go around the perimeter of the kennels. And don't mind all that trash, that's leftover stuff from when we were working on the coop and the run. So we're gonna get all that cleaned up today. But right now, I'm just going to take this and spray the yard. And we have several of these sprayers. One has Miracle Grow in it, and the other, I'm not sure what it is, but they're all labeled. So do yourself a favor, if you mix something up, please label it so you'll know and you won't have to dump. Oh, Roundup is in the other one. So if you label everything when you first fill it up, you won't have to waste it and you won't have to wonder what's in there. So I'm gonna spray this around, and then we'll get their pools and water buckets filled up, and then we'll switch the dogs out. So I'm just starting here. I guess I need to prime it some more. I spray all along the outside of the kennels, and then I spray the yard. Okay, I think we should be pretty well primed now. All right, it's coming out. You can't, there, you can kind of see it there. But I'm gonna spray all along the kennels here. Keep the flies and the ticks and everything away. So you can see where it's wet here compared to the dry rocks over there. So I'm gonna go all the way around the perimeter, and then once I put the dogs up for the day, I'll spray the yard itself. So this is what 1 week of poop for 5 dogs looks like. That's all the poop out of the kennels and Odin's poop from out in the yard that I've picked up. Hey guys! Hey Fancy! Tsunami! Alright, back to cleaning for me. Alright guys, I think this is going to be the end of this video. We still have some work to do in the coop, but I've got everybody's water fresh, got all the poop scooped up, so make sure y'all hit the subscribe button and we'll check y'all next time. Thanks again.